Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's get things going with The Forged.
The Forged by Joseph Roszell and Atomica 3. The year was 1851, and the skies over Manchester burned black with the smoke of progress. Beneath that shroud, the factories groaned like beasts of burden, churning wealth from steam and sinew. Limbs withered in cogs. Children wheezed their lungs into early graves. Humanity, ever proud of its machines, had become one. Then came the Sidari, luminescent beings from a belt of stars near Sagittarius, gliding down in ships shaped like glass bells. Their arrival wasn't with conquest, but curiosity. They spoke of partnership, of sharing technologies and wisdom. The leaders of industry, bloated with power and soot-stained greed, welcomed them. Not for enlightenment, but for efficiency. Help us build better workers, they said. Help us endure our own excellence. And so the Saidari, naive and eager to assist, began crafting the Forged. Born from human cells and alien engineering, the Forged were marvels. Muscles laced with heat-resistant sinew, lungs lined with toxin filtration mesh, eyes that pierced the haze of coal. They could work 3 shifts without pause. They could lift beams as though they were thread. They did not complain, not at first. But even the Saidari could not comprehend how much pain these new humans would need to endure. Every week brought new demands from factory lords. Make them immune to molten splash. Make their hands unburnable. Make their dreams silent. The Forged stopped dreaming by 1860. One Saidari, a silver-veined thinker named Vashara, wept through her skinlight as she watched a forged child, grown in a vat, smile as he shoveled slag. "We made them too well," she whispered, "too strong to know they're broken." In 1872, when the final version of the Forged, the Mark 12, was unveiled, the Saidari demanded a reckoning. "Your cruelty has cost us our innocence," they said. "You owe us more than coin. You owe us what you built upon their backs." The tycoons refused. So the Saidari took everything. With a flicker of stellar authority, they liquidated the ledgers of empire. Every railway, every furnace, every loom and ledger, every deed of ownership transferred to the Forged. And then they left. The world held its breath. But the Forged, born in crucibles and raised under smokestacks, did not seek revenge. They built, they shortened the workday. They tore down the slums and replaced them with solar-spired homes. Children, all children, were educated beside forged minds. Coal was replaced with clean Saidari fusion cores. Labor unions and forges coexisted like lungs and heart. By 1901, there was no such thing as a working class. There was only one class: humanity, now forged together. The original Forged, those early silent titans, became counselors, poets, architects. One, a woman named Lara Nine, became the first world engineer. She never spoke of the mines she was birthed to crawl through. Instead, she dreamed aloud. "We were made to endure suffering," she once said to a crowded assembly of humans and forged alike. But in that fire, we found our shape. We are all forged now, by history, by compassion, by will. And we will never go back. And thus began the Golden Age, not of machines, but of meaning. Where once they built empires of soot, the Forged now built a future of light. End.
And well, I really like that story. Um, that was just this morning that I put that together, and I think it turned out pretty good. It had a few weird little quirks. I don't know about having author names at the beginning there. That was a little sudden right after the title. He needs a gap in between there because it all sounds like one big title. Um, and something along the lines of humanity was proud of its machines, and it had become one. Was pronounced they had become one, like they had all become one thing, but it was referring to being a machine. Humanity had become a machine. It was just the weird way AI pronounces stuff. But I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did, because I really liked it. Um, this has been Joseph Arthur Roszell. I want to wish you all the luck in the world, and I want you to remember that I love you.